Ito next part po na pag-uusapan natin has a flagship level experience at the cheapest price point ever for a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. Having a starting price na 32,000 pesos for a 12 gigs of RAM and 256 GB of storage, itong Redmi K70 Ultra has a lot of firepower in it. Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. 2,160 Hz na touch sampling rate, maximum brightness na 4,000 nits, 120 Hz of screen refresh rate, PWD dimming up to 3,840 Hz, symmetrical ang kanyang bezel, fast charging up to 120 watts, 50 MP na triple camera setup dito sa likod, and ang kanyang main sensor is a OmniVision OV50 na may Light Hunter 800. On top of that, LPDDR5X na siya and UFS 4.0 pa. Kaya ba niya mag-perform up to your expectation? Malalaman natin in this video. So, ang design nito phone na ito is very elegant. It's probably one of the first time nakita ko na ganun kaganda ang K-series ng Redmi. Mala flagship level ang kanyang experience dito. Probably the best color available right now na hindi special edition is itong color white. Very smooth dito sa likod and matte finish siya, no? So wala kang makita fingerprint smudges dito sa likod. By the way guys, meron siyang special edition, no? Itong K70 Pro, meron siyang quadra cores na Lamborghini green and Lamborghini yellow. It's a special edition na marirelease this coming January. So abangan ninyo, I'm pretty sure it's a limited one, and of course ang presyo niya would be a little bit more expensive than this one. Now itong phone na ito, tinest natin, no, sa ang kanya 5G, sa Globe Smart, and dito wala naman siya naging problema dito, mabilis naman sumagap ng signal. I have no problem absolutely dito sa phone na ito. Kung ang problema mo is paano mag-install ng Google Play Store, ang dali lang naman yan, no? All you need to do is go to Get Apps, type mo ng Google Play, and of course, i-update mo lang ang Google Play Store and you're pretty much done. Now, itong phone na ito has a glass back finish, a aluminum side frames, and hindi ko lang quite sure kung ano nga ba ang glass protection niya sa harap, no? Could it be a Corning Gorilla Glass or a Dragon Trail Glass? Comment on the comment section below kung meron kayo idea, no? I've been searching around sa mga official website ng Xiaomi but I haven't really gotten any result yet. Now, one of my favorite things dito sa kanya is very symmetrical ang kanyang mga bezel, no? Kahit hindi siya curved glass, masarap tingnan ang screen nito, phone nito, dahil pantay na pantay lahat ng kanyang kanto. Now, I told you na itong phone na ito has a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 and it's probably one of the cheapest one available in the market right now at 32,000 pesos, no, para sa kanya 12,256, and ito nabili ko sa Shandy Masangkay pala guys, no, so you can check it on the description box below. Now, this one was able to attain a 1.92 million points dito sa Antutu benchmark, no. Would have surpassed it sana. I did try itong kanang benchmarking for quite several times, already mga 5-6 times, but this is more or less the mean average na nakuha ko. Sometimes it even drops to 1.8, pero ito ang probably pinaka-highest na nakuha ko so far. Dito sa Wildlife Extreme na stress test, 88% ang kanyang stability, and nakakuha siya ng 4,500 ang kanyang loop score. Ito naman nakuha natin sa Geekbench, sa kanyang CPU na benchmarking. And ito naman ang GPU benchmarking niya. Looking sa kanyang thermals, it looks decent and it was able to throttle to 88% ng kanyang maximum performance. Now, itong phone na ito has a 6.67-inch na OLED display, 120 Hz screen refresh rate, and ang kanyang maximum brightness, it's at 4,000 nits. So imagine, no, sobrang bright na itong phone na ito, no, but normally it would activate pag nanonood ka ng mga HDR content dito sa phone na ito. And ang kanang rated screen to body ratio is at 89%. So watching all your favorite shorts dito, I would say scroll ka lang. Sobrang bilis niya, sobrang smooth niya. I would say na sobrang buttery smooth on every single scroll, mapa Facebook man, TikTok, or sa YouTube. So kung social media junkie ka, I think this one is a perfect phone for you. This one has a level 1 na Wi-Fi security level. Kahit China ROM siya, no, naka level 1, which is a good news. So watching my favorite contents dito, mga basketball games man or animes or mga K-pop, it's really bright and punchy ang kanyang colors. Expect really nice display dito sa phone na ito dahil sabi ni Xiaomi, this one has a second generation na 2K display panel. So this phone has a dual speaker, no? So isa nandito sa ilalim and the other one nandito sa speaker grills, no? So pakinggan lang natin, no, quickly, just a rundown kung gaano kalakas ang kanyang sound. The sound is not bad, really loud naman siya, but I would say na si Xiaomi 14 Pro has the louder sound and the better sound compared dito sa K70 Pro. Now, ito phone na ito has a 5,000 mAh na battery supporting up to 120 watts na fast charging. So, charging from 0 to 100 takes you mga roughly 20 minutes. Tapos na mag-charge itong phone na ito. So, in short, maliligo ka lang, paglabas, puno na ang battery mo. It's perfect for people on the go just like me. I really appreciate yung mga technology like a 120Hz charging brick. Now, ang battery endurance nito, no, you'll be surprised, no. It almost lasted me for 2 days without charging, no. On normal usage like social media and watching some videos dito, taking some phone calls, connecting to the Wi-Fi. Kaya naman niya magtagal ng 2 days, no. And to my surprise, itong Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, alam naman natin medyo power hog yan, no? But this one, binigyan siya ng 17 hours na screen on time, which medyo nawindang ako dito, no? This one was rated under 60Hz screen refresh rate and 50% brightness. But if you tune it up to 120, medyo bababa to, siguro mga nasa 14 hours. But still, medyo makunat pa rin ang battery nito phone na ito. Kapag dating naman sa gaming, this one can definitely game. I would honestly tell you na masarap ang gaming dito sa kanya. I played 3 titles dito. Si Tower of Fantasy, Farlight 84, and Call of Duty Mobile. Here are the maximum graphics na kaya natin i-set. And pagdating naman sa Call of Duty Mobile, walang problema. All high settings and the gameplay sa rank matches and VR matches, panalong-panalo siya, no? Mabilis naman ang facing ng game, no? And the touch is really fast ang response niya dahil sa kanyang 2,160 na touch sampling rate. Pagdating naman sa Farlight 84 all high settings, no, I would say na ang ganda ng kanyang gameplay. Yung para makita mo medyo mas 3D effect yung mga character mo as compared sa mga ibang phones na hindi naka SDA Gen 3. This one seems to give me that better na papap yung mga character mo while you're playing the game. And it feels really nice. Sobrang smooth ng game sa mga VR matches and mga dead matches na okay siya. And probably one of the more graphical intense na game na pwede ko malaro dito is Tower of Fantasy. It's almost the same kay Genshin Impact. And itong game na ito, no, kahit magrambulan na mga kalaban, okay pa rin siya na wala ko napansin na frame drops ka na or meron man is very minimal na hindi ka pansin-pansin. So, it's definitely a thumbs up. But there's one downside dito sa phone na ito. Mainit tong phone na ito. So, nirate natin yung phone after we play. And so, based naman sa ating thermal imager ni Miles C, sinabi na dito ang pinakamainit na point, no? It reached 49 degrees Celsius. Almost nag-break siya ng 50 degrees Celsius dito banda, no? Mainit siya. I would say na nung nilalaro ko si Farlight 84, mas lalo na si Tower Fantasy, talaga nag-heat up siya dito, no? So, I would say na nung hawak ko siya, nilalaro ko, teka, parang init And true enough, yun ang sinabi ng no. So, if you want better na cooling, I would suggest that you buy some gaming cooler like the Fly DG or si Black Shark. Those are some really good quality na game coolers. Napag-usapan natin right now ang kanyang camera. This one has a triple camera setup starting with a 50MP na main camera sensor with OIS. This one is a OmniVision na OV50K na Light Hunter 800, no? It's a new technology, so meaning mas maganda pag-capture ng light, no? Lalo na sa mga dark scene, expect itong phone na ito to really perform. And sinamahan din siya ng 50MP na telephoto lens with 2 times na optical zoom and a 12MP na ultra-wide lens. Kaya na mag-shoot up to 8K and 24fps. Ang kanyang front-facing camera is only a 16MP na sensor na kaya mag-shoot only up to 1080 and 60fps.
So guys, itong kanyang main sensor is a 50MP na OmniVision OV50K na Light Hunter 800 na sensor. So, if you look at this picture, I would normally say na parang normal lang naman siya, no? But if you zoom it in, sobrang dami ng detail as compared sa ibang mga camera na review natin. As well as itong picture na ito na, which is one of my favorite, makita mo mga alambre and mga ugat. Sobrang detail-rich itong picture na ito. Some of this flower shot, magaganda ka ng details, no? Itong mga ibang mga pictures na ito, you'd see that talagang ang ganda ng mga pictures na nakukuha natin dito. Ang tinry naman natin kumuha ng some photos using yung kanyang ultra-wide lens. This is the ultra-wide lens. This is a normal shot. And this is a 2x zoom shot. So makita natin, no, na yung Shangri-La dito is very, very clear pa dahil meron siyang optical zoom up to 2 times. Kung ganito ang city shot na makita mo, it's really nice. Kita mo yung sky is a little bit more bluish kasi medyo a little bit saturated. I would say that it's very Instagrammable. And of course, itong shot na ito is a normal shot. This is a 2x zoom shot. And tinry natin gamitin ka ng 5x zoom shot. This is what I got. And pag zoom in mo, it's still good, but there are times na mapapansin mo, it's a little bit grainy na dito. So, dahil wala siyang optical zoom, dito sa 5x zoom. So, this is therefore a digitally zoom photo. Moving on to some indoor shot, dito sa mga food shot na ito, I would say magandang mapagka-capture dito sa kanya, no? Very detail rich and as well as mga sandwich na ito, no? And even itong hotdog shot na ito, it's really good. Probably one of the best photo na na-capture ko dito using this phone. Itong shot na ito, no? Makita mo yung kanyang subject is very focused, no? Very sharp. And pag tinignan mo yung kanyang background blur, it's really nice and really rich ang kanyang pagka-bokeh, no? I really love this shot. Plus itong shot na ito, mga ginataang kuhol, pag tinignan mo itong picture to, it looks just like any regular food, no? But if you look at some of the details, parang nandiyan ka, nakikita mo mismo actual na pagkain. It's really nice to look at. Taking this phone out for some night photography, really nice din sa kanya, no? And ito mga photos ito is taken during the night time. And I would say mga photo na ito are really nice even though na medyo madilim. There are times na medyo a little bit grainy pag zoom in mo. But overall, these photos are really nice, though. Taken at really low light, no? At around mga 8 o'clock in the evening. And some of these shots are medyo madilim. Pero overall, yung makita mo pagka-dramatic finish is really nice. Now, there are some cameras na pag kinuha mo itong shot na ito, this Christmas light mga parol, it tends to overexpose. Pero hindi dito sa K70 Pro. This one was able to give me that really nice photo, no, dito sa mga ilaw, sa mga parol. Moving on to some outdoor shot, it's really nice out ng camera. And I would say that it's a little bit more beautified kahit naka-off naman siya. Pero mapapansin mo yung beautification niya, nawawala yung mga blemishes sa aking mukha, no? And it really shows. Some other front-facing camera shot, these are what you'll see. Now, if you go indoors, ganun din. Clear ang shot, pero makita mo medyo mas makinis talaga mo yung mga mukha. Some more shots. And these are some more shots na makita mo from the front-facing camera on indoor situation. Now, ginamit naman natin ang kanyang front-facing camera, taking it at 1080p at 60. It's quite stable, if I would say na ito naglalakad to, but it's really stable na parang gimbal ang nakahawak sa kanya, no? It's really stable, but it's just my bare hand. Ito naman is taken using 4K and 60. It's also really stable, I would say, dahil bare hand lang naman ginamit ko dito. Makita mo pag nagpapan ako, no? Parang naka-gimbal ang datingan nito, no? It's really nice. And masasabi ko ang kanyang resolution is really nice. And very sharp din ang mga nakaka-capture natin ng mga details, ng mga video dito sa Redmi K70 Pro.
So after ko nilaro tong phone na ito, no, would I recommend tong phone na ito for 32,000 pesos? Yes, definitely, dahil this one is the cheapest na Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 experience for 2023. As of press time, this one by far is the cheapest one available. And I would say na ang ganda ng kanyang camera, ang bilis ng kanyang touch response dito sa phone na ito. And meron din siya 4,000 nits sa maximum brightness dito, giving you those HDR content na really nice na pwede mong mapanood dito sa phone na ito. And other things like fast charging is definitely good. But if you're a heavy gamer, I would say mainit ang phone na ito. Umaabot siya ng near 50 degrees Celsius, which is probably one of the down point na itong phone na ito. But it doesn't mean na pangit siya, no? It just needs some cooling or probably future na firmware update to correct ang kanyang init dito sa phone na ito. So guys, if you're interested to know kung saan na pwede mabili ito, I'll be linking everything on the description box below. And kung nagustuhan nyo itong video nito, don't forget to share to your friends na naghahanap ng mga similar phones like this. Flagship-like experience without even breaking the bank. One of them is the Redmi K70 Pro for this year, 2023, or even early 2024. And of course, a subscription to this channel would definitely be appreciated. I'll see you on the next video. And so, ako para si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.